University and defended my PhD in Turkey through Turkish scholarship. I worked regarding the Azerbaijani nation and state building during the 90s, Russian that time, which was published in Turkish, Persian, and Azerbaijani. Now I've been trying to understand the current Azerbaijan in terms of the current uncertainty of the global politics. Therefore, I will try to explain or maybe just introduce the opportunity, the new just option for those countries that was under the colonial regime in the past. I mean, just 19th and 20th century. And I will argue that they need and they will need different kinds of maybe strategy to be survived in uncertain times of global politics that I did in my PhD degree, because I used the small nation model of the Czech social scientist Miroslav Roche to study the Azerbaijani nation building in the 19th century. It's famously said that the modern world has been shaped by nationalism, and the nations became the central principle of the modern political organization. Organization equals nation states. It's totally right. But now we are living in such kind of times that we are going to leave that principles. For example, as the former German philosopher Jürgen Habermas wrote that the state is going to leave the nations as a central principle in terms of the nation state. So, but it is the right that, yes, the nationalism came back to the stage in terms of the United States, Russia, and then in other countries. That they try to make their country great again, or in their country's context. But in terms of different contexts, because the nation states emerged in terms of under the principle of the industrial revolutions 1.0 and 2.0. But now we are living in the and experiencing different kinds of industrial revolution where we have the new world, digital world. As you see over there, this is a new kinds of the nationalism that we can understand, techno-nationalism and the Muskism. Elon Musk, I mean that he reshaped all the things that we had in the past. This is what changed the world we had in the past. Therefore, I started to think that yes, my country, which was under the colonial regimes in the 19th century, and also had the Soviet experience like the other Central Asian countries. So maybe we'll need a different strategy to be survived in this uncertain politics, because the nationalism came back with its assertive, aggressive, and destructive the nationalism. For example, in the case of Donald Trump. So because the modern world has been shaped, let's say, the big nations, and now they have been trying to reconfigure that modern world and reconfigure the new ones in the 21st centuries. For example, we can consider NATO summit in Ankara in this context. So the question is that how should the small post-colonial states respond to the nationalism that came from the other side, let's say, in terms of the aggressive and destructive nationalism. The second part of this question is that can a national integrated policy provide an alternative to aggressive nationalism for those the nations which were under the colonial regime or the colonial experience and so on. So it's clear that the liberal order is going to dissolve, right? The famous Francis Fukuyama, who insistently wrote that the end of the history in terms of the victor of, let's say, permanent victor of the liberal order. But now he started to write that no, my mind, let's say, the article has been how to say falsified. So we are living in the different times that we will need different strategies. So strategies that nationalism came back. For example, Donald Trump has been trying to make America great again. This is a nationalism, right? The Polish politicians, German politicians, the Turkey, Russia, and Azerbaijan as well. So, but those of countries has different context, have different capacity, so in terms of economy, industry, and so on. So therefore, they will need different kinds of the strategy as you